Well, this was a man named Mel Fisher down in Florida claimed that he had found the Nuestra Senora de Atocha, which was a Spanish galleon sunk in 1622 with a lot of gold and even more silver aboard, which people have been looking for those hundreds of years. Dennis Kane, the Geographic chief, somehow met Mel and decided this would be a great special and threw all sorts of resources into it. The hunt went on, but the thing was not found. Mel Fisher, the treasure hunter, had some bad misadventures, was accused of outright fraud, accused of forging ancient coins and artifacts, accused of just about everything. Dennis was into this Mel Fisher treasure hunt for a couple $100,000 at least. I came loose from, I guess it was the AFI project, and he said, well, I'd love you to do something, but the only thing I've got is this treasure show. We look into it. And I looked into it, and he said, what, have we got anything? Not really, because if this guy is a phony, you don't want any more of it than you got. In fact, let's leave it alone. But if he's not, it's a great story in the making. He said, well, find out whether he's a phony. So this was a new one on me, but I was willing to try, and on Geographic's say-so, I started this investigation, which was really fascinating. I've never had such a open-ended assignment, and I went down to Florida and I talked to Mel Fisher and all the people who had worked with him and all his critics, all his friends. Started doing diagrams and storylines and comparing stories and tape recording interviews and so forth. And it didn't take very long, a month or so, and I thought, yeah, there's something here. This is, the guy is not a crook. He's a liar, but he's not a crook. So eventually I came up with a way to test the theory that he was looking for the right ship in the right place by having a ball of encrusted silver coins, which was in the custody of the state of Florida. Had actually been recovered by the state of Florida at the Mel's diving site. Having that taken apart under state supervision and examined by a numismatist to see whether all the coins in this incrustation, I think there were near 100, fused together in a solid block for several hundred years. See if all those coins were consistent with having been on that ship. And sure enough, they were. And it was amazing because not only I had a film to make, but Mel got a new lease on life. This got around, and we were off, and we made a film that was full of ups and downs because of Mel's peculiar character and his being in disrepute and being up again and down again and financed and going broke and so forth. And did not end with finding the treasure, but ended with finding the ship. And the tragic death of his son and his daughter-in-law and another treasure diver within a few days of discovering the ship. And Mel's deciding to go on and look for it further, for the treasure, which he did and found in 6 years later, after the first film ended. So there's a second film. But making the first one was really wonderful because it sort of crossed the boundary from filming a story, being part of it, and being on the right side, and having some role in resurrecting this guy's character and reputation was really great.